Hi, I'm Gopal. I'm a research software development engineer at Microsoft Research India, and this is Drawvis, where we aim to generate accessible descriptions of technical diagrams. Now, before I talk about the project, let me try and put you in the shoes of a person who is blind or who has low vision and is working in a STEM discipline, like let's say computer science, right? So a person comes here, they visit this web page, and as you can see, it's talking about flowcharts, and thanks to screen readers, they actually hear about the details of the page.
Flowcharts are used in designing and documenting simple processes
so the screen reader actually reads out most of the text content on the page. Now, while that's a good amount of information, however, the meat of the content is actually present in the image here, right? And for the image, all that a blind person can hear
hiring process
is the alt text, right? So this puts a big burden on the author of the page to provide sufficient information in the alt text so that somebody who is blind or who is low vision can come in and actually understand what's going on. Right? And the problem with that is that it defeats the purpose of having an image, which is really to avoid verbose descriptions. So this is where Drawvis comes in. Now with Drawvis, in a similar situation, the person can invoke Control D, invoke the Drawvis plugin, and they can select the image they want to analyze and just say analyze image. Now this image is sent off to a server where we identify the author intent, we parse the image, we identify the author intent, and then we convert it into a graph that can then be processed by the plugin. So what you can see here is that we have identified that the diagram is a flowchart, so that's read out to the to the reader, and then we have identified first the nodes in the diagram. So sometimes this information is all you need. Like for instance, here you can see that there's a start state, there's a process which says announce and receive applications and so on. So you get an idea of what's going on. And sometimes you might actually need to know what are the transitions that are happening as well. So for that we have the connections view.
List with 3 items connections button.
Which actually, for instance, says that there's a transition from process review applications to process candidate selected, right? Sorry, to the condition candidate selected, right? So this is really initial work that we have done. It's really early stages, but we hope to for instance add more natural language descriptions. We want to support additional diagram types, and ultimate goal is to ensure that a blind person or somebody who has low vision can actually access diagrams exactly the same way that a sighted user does. So, thank you.